Hi everyone, back again with another video, another thread response, but I thought that this one was really cool. Edward from Proghat has a unique thread going on, and he mentioned that when he was younger in high school, as part of like an English assignment, that his teacher gave him kind of a task to do. So basically, that's what this thread is going to be about. Is you get to create your own narrative, and I thought that that was kind of a cool idea. So basically, show album covers that you think you could create, like a one-page story or a movie script or something along those lines about, if you could write it. I wish my high school teachers back in the day would have given some cool assignments like that, where you pick a magazine cover or an album cover or something like that, and you write a story about it. So that's what this thread is all about. If you are not familiar with Edward from Proghat, I'm going to leave a link to his channel down below. And yeah, give this thread some love, because I think it's a cool idea. So I'm going to show 5 albums. I think that's what he wanted, was between 3 and 5, or 5 and 6, something like that. And yeah, just a little quick video here. Give him a like and subscribe to his channel if you're not already there. So here we go. I'm going to start off with a Canadian rock band from the 1970s, and it's a band called Ariel and their album In the Middle of the Night. So I think that if I was to write a story about that album cover or a movie script, I think this would be kind of like a horror flick. You've got a creepy creature coming up through the grate in the ground, the sewers, so to speak, coming out in the middle of the night. And maybe it could be like a zombie apocalypse or something along those lines, or some creatures taking over the major city. Let me know what you think you would do with this cover, but Ariel's In the Middle of the Night. I think that if I was to write a script or some kind of a story about it, that is the way that I would approach that one. Ariel's In the Middle of the Night. Cool rock band from Canada. All right, up next, we have got Reg Strikes Back, Elton John. Now this one is kind of a weird one. Weird cover anyway. This one has a word in Spanish, Japanese. I Don't Want to Go On With You Like That. Those are the big tracks that are on here. And I don't know. I'm wondering if you could write a story about some department store. Somebody goes in there looking for some hats. Speaking of hats, if you haven't checked out Midge's Gems hat thread, this could fit that mold as well. But yeah, maybe a department store type script story about some person just searching through the hats. It'd be a pretty boring story, but I think it's a unique cover, to say the least. And if you've ever seen the TV show back in the day, Today's Special, I think that this kind of might fit that mold, with the hocus pocus alamogocus and a mannequin coming to life, getting mad at all its hats. Kind of a weird script, but there you go. Reg Strikes Back. That's a cool one. All right, now most of you know that watch my channel that I'm a huge Bruce Hornsby and the Range fan, and I'm a fan of A Night on the Town. And I think that this would be a great musical, maybe, or some kind of a like a Back to the Future type thing, or if they were to dress in earlier suits, a 1920s kind of a speakeasy theme. I think that you could get a real good, script out of this. So A Night on the Town, maybe a couple, maybe they're looking for love, or maybe they're just having bad relationships, and they just so happen to meet at this club, listening to the dance, in the mood, dancing to the music in the background. And maybe it's a case where they I don't know, a romance theme. Maybe they go to the hotel afterwards and have a relationship, or who knows, maybe their husband, their wives catch them in the action. But there you go, A Night on the Town. They're just having some fun, and maybe they get caught. There's your script for that one. All right, this next band, this is number 4. not alternative, but grunge from the 90s. Alice in Chains and their album Dirt. Now that's kind of a weird one. Maybe a post-apocalyptic kind of thing here, with the orange sand in the desert, and maybe this person is coming back from the dead, maybe post-apocalyptic, coming back from the dead, and who knows, maybe they are going to try to create a new culture in society coming out of the dirt. Maybe it's based, I don't know, there was a TV show that was around, I can't remember, a few years ago, Last Man on Earth or something like that. Maybe it would be based upon something like that. So, cool little story, coming out of the dirt, post-apocalyptic, and they're gonna, I don't know, repopulate society. So there we go. And up next, last but certainly not least, speaking of alternative, my favorite alternative band from the 90s, Primus, and their album Sailing the Seas of Cheese. Yeah, this would be a weird pirate-themed story. Where, yeah, they're just sailing in an alternative universe of cheese, and they've got to battle it out, and may the best cheese Vikings win. So Sailing the Seas of Cheese, Primus, there you go. You got your cool cheesy octopus in there. You've got your king there. So maybe it's Vikings versus the Greek water gods, Poseidon and all that. Could do that too. That'd be a cool script, but there we go. That is what Proghat Edward from Proghat's thread is about. Create your own story using album covers that are unique to you. And until next time, once again, check him out. Check out Midge's channel. I'll leave links to both of them down there below. And until next time, I'm Daryl, the Northern Vinyl Guy. Hope you liked the video. Leave me a thumbs up. Comment down below, what did you think of these covers? And we'll see you next time.